Good morning, it's Brian at Fitzpatrick's Garage, Dublin Road, Kildare. I was going to show you the Honda Jazz. This one here is a CVT, so it's the continuously variable transmission. It's the automatic version. I'm just going to run through the specification on the car. There is a number of specifications, so if there's any information you want on the car, please give us a call, 045 531 000 or 086 843 1945, and we'll be more detailed on the exact spec that might suit your needs. So this one here then, on the outside starting off, the colour is pretty striking, so it is, but there is a massive choice of colours as well. I think it's quite cool. It looks very, very well, but I do agree, I suppose, it's not going to be for absolutely everyone. Starting out, the biggest thing I've noticed, and this is the first time I've been really around the car, space. There's so much space in this car now. So Jazz always was one of those cars that was in a small car segment, but it was quite a large car. And one thing I've used to find with Jazz is when you're driving them, they feel quite big, and maybe bigger than you would expect of that size of a car, like say a Yaris or a Corsa or something like that. They just feel more substantial. So the boot is quite large, so we've been just looking at the HRV here this morning as well beside it, and I think that's quite a big boot too. So underneath here then we have, if you want, you can take that out and put a spare wheel in there if you like. It does come with a puncture repair kit, and that's just a bit of storage in there as well. So boot, I think, compared to most cars in that segment, is quite large. The one thing I noticed about this boot lid, it's quite light actually. Now the car has a 5-star safety rating, so it doesn't compromise safety in any way, but it's just one thing we used to find, we'll say, depending on height, people maybe if they used to find it difficult to reach up here because the boot was heavy, they'd maybe struggle a bit. And I don't mean in just Jazz, I mean in all cars. That one's really light. You'd actually pull that down with one finger quite easily. This particular spec has got reversing sensors on the car, and then after that it on the outside has an exterior alloy wheel, which is a 15-inch wheel. The biggest thing in size wise in the car though is the boot, or sorry, not the boot, the rear seats. And the reason I say that is, let's just sit in the front for a sec. Okay, this is how I would sit in the car usually. So again, just adjust the steering wheel. Right, if I have my, I'm 6 foot, so like, I mean, my, that's, my arm is extended out, that's where I'd sit in the car. Maybe sit in the back. Right, look at that. That's, like, it's strange to have that much space, but it's not really, I don't know where they've kind of found the space, but in terms of the car, like, that is, I can slouch back. I can really slouch back, and I still have an absolute ton of space back here as well. Rear child locks obviously in the back. There's rear windows as well, which are electric, and then ISO fixed points for child seats, 3-point safety belts. So this one is going to drop out from the top here, and then we've got a 3-point that's going to come across the back. Again, I can show you that better in real life. The cool thing about these, they still have the magic seats. They feel lighter actually than the old model. I'm not saying they are now, they may not be, but for some reason they just feel a lot easier to access. So you get a nice big tall sort of area. The other side does the same thing, or else you can drop that down, and then we get a totally flat boot section down along through there as well. And the other cool thing I've seen on these as well is that drops back like that. You can have a totally flat section on the other side. So I haven't done this yet, so I'm probably not going to do this properly, but that seat can drop down. You take the headrest out, and it just means you've got a totally flat section along the back. So if I lift that up, and if I drop that forward, okay, camera work is atrocious here, so sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, that's not it either. There is a way to do it, and I must actually get useful with it, but it just again, this is the first experience I've had in the car. Basically what will happen is you will be able to have a completely flat section that goes all the way along the front to the back. I just need to figure out the sequence of how it actually works, because again, this is the first time I've had a good look around the car. Okay, electric windows and mirrors as you'd expect, and then after that, electric folding mirrors, cruise control down along through here like you'd have on bigger cars like Honda Civics and stuff. Trip information in here. This particular spec has got traffic sign recognition, so it's going to warn you of what the last speed zone you just went through was. Bluetooth for mobile phone down through here. I-VTEC controls. Let's have a look at that now in a sec. Okay, we'll get the radio going. So after that then we'll say okay, we won't connect the phone. With the radio set up on these, what they will have is Honda Connect, but this one's built in along the centre along here, so it's really kind of flat and congruent to the way the dash is. I'm just going to turn on the air conditioning here for a sec. Audio controls in through here. Won't connect the phone, and your phone book and all that kind of stuff comes up through there if you like. Back out of there. If we press the button properly. Yeah, mobile phone, as we were saying. Sorry, I hit the wrong button there. Audio then after that, which is going to be radio and source where you want music to be played from. There is a USB connector down through there as well, and then we have our usual FM, AM, iPod. You can stream music through Bluetooth and all that kind of stuff as well. Rear demister with wing mirrors being demisted as well, and then usual heating controls with air conditioning and all that kind of stuff as well. That seat that I'm in is fully adjustable up and down and back and forward and all that kind of stuff, and then after that the seat control is fully adjustable upwards and downwards and that kind of stuff as well. One thing I've noticed, actually, there's an I-VTEC setting now on this, which used to be it wasn't on Jazz before. On Civic, basically it used to control a screen that's up through here. Obviously we don't have that in this car, but if I press this, it allows us to toggle through other menus along here, so that's pretty cool. And then after that, this control here goes into the basic menu overall and that kind of stuff as well. As we were saying, it's got a 5-star safety rating. This 1.3 engine is brand new, and it is to develop quite good fuel returns. Again, I haven't driven on the road yet, so I'm assuming in the 1.3 in these. Okay, we're going on the old one. The old one used to be kind of mid-40s, and that's realistic town city driving. With this engine, developments that are done in it, we should be getting up 45 to 50 miles per gallon quite easily, I would say. The CVT gearbox, I've driven that. It's got paddle shift down through here as well. It's a really nice seamless kind of gear change. Again, you'd see it yourself if you drove it, but it's nice. And actually, if you have some of the older model Jazzes like 2009, 2010 with the I-shift, you'll see a big difference when you're looking on this. After that, then, one other thing I just after noticing here, and again, because I'm not overly familiar with the car yet, we have another USB connector here, another 12-volt outlet here, and HDMI, so we can play movies up through here as well. So in terms of practicality, glove box obviously, and then armrest down through the centre. That's a real quick overview. I'll do more specific detailed videos on different specs that come through as well. So if the car's of interest, we look forward to talking to you. Brian's my name. Garage is at Fitzpatrick's Garage, Kildare Town, and it's 045-531-000, or mobile 0868431945. Or if you want to see pictures of the likes of these cars and what we have advertised, www.hondacentre.ie. So thanks for taking time to watch, and we look forward to talking to you.